question is simple. How do we know when is the right time to refinance your mortgage to consolidate mounting debt? In practice, though, it's a little bit more challenging. So let's dive a little bit deeper to answer that question. The answer really lies in understanding your cash flow. And it's pretty simple. It's time to refinance your mortgage if your monthly expenses are greater than your monthly income. So how do we come up with establishing your monthly expenses? It's your monthly mortgage payment plus your property taxes, and then your monthly bills. That could be groceries, utility bills, insurance, whatever it takes to get you through the month. And then you have to look at your debt. In reality, you should be paying back about 3% of the outstanding balances on your credit cards and lines of credit. So if you have $20,000 in debt, 3% would be a $600 per month payment towards the principal. If the sum of all of your expenses is greater than your household income, then it's time to refinance. You've got to face the music. Guys, there's no polite way of putting it. You're effectively broke. Now, here's where the biggest pitfall is, because it might be tempting to take a look at your cash flow and say, well, I think things are going to get better in the future. One day when, one day if, things will improve. And so there's a tendency to try and hold on. But that's super dangerous because we've seen it time and time again. You're one life crisis away from being underwater. You're one car breakdown from being not able to afford those payments anymore. So if you are on the line or close, I can't stress enough how important it is to consider that refinance. Let's take a look at the solution of refinancing and how it helps households that are stressed with cash flow. Here's a real life example I want to show you. Consider the following borrower. They have a $350,000 mortgage balance with an $1,850 per month mortgage payment. They've racked up about $40,000 in credit card debt. So 3% of $40,000 is $1,200 per month that should be paid to eliminate that debt. They have a car loan, $25,000, costing them about $360 a month. So when you add it all up, they have about $415,000 in total debt and $3,412 per month in cash flow, and it's stressing them out. So we can consolidate everything together in a new mortgage of $415,000, and now the monthly payments improve dramatically. Of course, the monthly mortgage payment depends on the amortization period. So if you want to have an aggressive repayment, it's about $2,000 per month. A 25-year amortization would be $1,718 per month, and a 30-year amortization reduces the payments to about $1,500 per month. As you can see, we've taken an impossible situation for a borrower to a possible situation, reducing their monthly payments by $1,921, improving the cash flow. Do you think that's going to make a difference in their life? Absolutely. Is this the type of relief that you need in your life looking at your own circumstances? Well, if it is, I have a word of caution for you. You do not want to delay on refinancing, because if you hold on, your credit score is being negatively affected by the amount of debt that you're carrying. And if you miss one payment, your score will drop below the minimum requirement of the lender, meaning that that window of opportunity to refinance closes on you. And then we have to deal with some very expensive solutions and fixing of the problem, which gets way out of hand. So if you think you need to do a refinance, do not delay. One more word about refinancing that I want to share with you. If you are listening to this and you think, well, that's all fine and dandy, Chris, but my credit score sucks already. The damage has been done. I have minimal income. No lender is going to touch me. Well, don't worry, there are still options. We can set up what's called a home equity loan, which will give you the financing you need to pay off that high interest debt and start to fix some of those interest problems. My name is Chris Mulder. I'm a Toronto-based mortgage broker. If you think you need to refinance or explore any of these options, I'm just a phone call or an email away. Don't hesitate to call. Bye for now.